Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. Let's go. It is Wednesday already, the middle of the week. September 17th, 2025. I am Paul Gale, and hopefully you are all having a good day, whatever time it is, wherever you are. I'm excited to talk some video games. It's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream than normal, so just letting you know that. But it should still be fun. Hopefully, we will have a good discussion as always and go over plenty of goodness. Mario Master, right away. You're in here early within the first few seconds. Good to see you. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a nice start to the day. We're not on TikTok at the moment, so it is a YouTube only stream for now. But the normal things we have, they are still in effect. It might be a little bit more difficult to get to things like the $64 goal and stuff, but that's okay. Still might happen. And if not, we're still going to talk video games, and that's good because that's the main reason why we're here, right? 3 people watching now. Random Guy is in here. Welcome, Random Guy. Byzantium, hello there. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Mario Kart World discussion, says Mario Master. Nintendo needs to update. I'm sure they will in time. Don't forget, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in its final product took some time to get to being what that was. It wasn't that game when it first launched on Wii U. You know what I mean? It came a long way. So I'm expecting Nintendo to have quite a rollout for Mario Kart World. Something that will last years, you know? But we'll see. Hopefully you're enjoying most of the game so far, though. I think Mario Kart World is really good. I think it's a solid title. Let's see. Who else is here? Nin128. Let's go. Mario Master. Also, Sonic Racing Crossworlds is not running well. Interesting. So did you download the demo? And if so, on what platform? Because I have not downloaded the demo yet. One of my friends, though, was streaming it this morning. Andre Seegers on Game Explain. I tuned into his live stream. Mario Kart 8 was born perfect, don't lie. You know what? Actually, I liked Mario Kart 8 when it first came out. My wife and I played the heck out of it on Wii U. First, we do a thing with Mario Kart. Get 50 CC, 3-star level gold trophy on every course, 100 on every course, 150 on every course. And we play online. And we got a lot of hours of entertainment out of Mario Kart World. We'd have like UFC parties at our house once a month. And Mario Kart 8, that was one of the games that we'd play. Super Smash Brothers for Wii U was another one that we'd play with our friends and stuff like that. A little bit of Super Mario 3D World, but that wasn't so much for the parties. That was just like smaller hangouts. But yeah, Wii U was good times. But Nintendo Switch, that improved Mario Kart World, or Mario Kart 8, yeah. DK Bonanza is so great. Heck yeah, it is. Mario Master saying, it's the Switch 1 version of Sonic Racing Crossworlds on Switch 2, huh? I should download that today. I need to play that today. Gotta make sure it's 100%. Yup, that's right. Mario Kart World 150cc is slow. Well, I guess if you go like 100 or 50, 100, 150, you can notice the speed increase. But try going Fast Fusion and then play Mario Kart World. Like, whoa, there's a difference. If you want a fast racing game that's also high quality, definitely give Fast Fusion a try. Really good. And only $15. Totally worth it, you know? I just realized. Is this off a little bit? Yeah. Hold on. Let me fix that. That's a little bit better? Yeah. Okay. Tinkering. Okay, cool. I think we're good. Where are we now? I do that too. Okay, cool. I read that. I read your comments in reverse order. Egomaniac87, hello there. Nin128, Mario Kart 7 is also top tier. Loved that game on 3DS. I played that one quite a bit too. Yeah, my friend and I had a lot of fun, especially as we, moved into different parts of California, 95 or so miles apart. We weren't able to play like GameCube with each other regularly or Wii. So by the time 3DS came around, Wi-Fi and connecting folks together, that was a lot of fun. We definitely need 200cc. Yeah, I would like to see 200cc get added for sure. I think that overall, the feeling of the worlds, of how big they are, it's been solid. It's been fine. 150cc feels appropriately, paced. The extra chaos adds to more fun. The extra width, the extra depth, it all blends in well with there being so many racers in 24 and power-ups and stuff. But something like a 200 could be really beneficial. And then maybe even something like a 250. Maybe 250 for this game would be what 200 was for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, whoa, this is almost too fast. But if you get really good, you'll enjoy it and you could pull it off, We'll see. Jack F123 says, hi, Paul. Hi, Jack. Boom. Welcome. Mario Master. Mario Kart Double Dash was my first Mario Kart game. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. I guess that was like my third or fourth. Because I started playing on the Super NES. But I liked Mario Kart World or Mario Kart Double Dash quite a bit. I remember just like a year ago or so, I busted out my old GameCube memory card, loaded in Mario Kart Double Dash, and it was so cool seeing the time trials of what I had back in the day, or my friend that, he had with me on our save files, and like, man, I love that. Like, what a blast of the past. Really fun seeing that stuff. Brian C. Yo, welcome, Brian C. Hope you're doing well. Who saw today's shorts? What did you think of them? I'll put up a little poll. I'll ask this. Which short did you like most today? Okay. I have a feeling I know the answer. We'll see. But the poll is, which short did you like most today? Charles Martinet, Pokemon Legends ZA, Grand Theft Auto 5, or I didn't see any yet. GTA 5 is winning so far. Mario Master says, GTA short was incredible. Thank you. That was really fun making. Egomaniac, Double Dash is your second favorite Mario Kart, Sorry, read that wrong. Double Dash is your favorite. World is a close second. Very cool. Robbie Rains, I love the GTA one. And hi there. Brian C, I just got home a few minutes ago, doing well. Good. Probably going to try to progress in Silksong in a bit. Nice, Brian C. That's nice. Finish the day, school, work, whatever. Come home, fire up some Silksong. I like the sound of that. Steak 1024. Hi, Paul and chat. Hi, Steak 1024. Welcome. Today's stream, like I said, will be a little bit short. Maybe what we'll do is, since it is short, if we get any subs, donations, gifted subs in today's stream, maybe we'll add it to the next one. You know, maybe we'll do that. Nintendo should have wished Charles Martinet a happy birthday. I did. Charles Martinet is fantastic. That's one of the things that I wanted to do on this stream was talk about Charles. Ask you all, what's your favorite memory of him? Whether it is from a certain interview he did, because he's done a lot. A voice that he does. Mario, Luigi, Wario, Waluigi, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, technically Giuseppe, and Martin Luigi's father. What's your favorite game that Charles portrayed his voice of Mario in? What era? What other thing, like at certain E3s and certain video game events, Charles behind the scenes controls a camera and talks to the audience. Have you ever heard him talk to the audience, like as Mario or Wario or something like that? Because he's done that many times, and those have all been really cool. Pokemon Fan 34, hi there. So that's one thing to talk about today, is Charles Martinet. Because he has a significant birthday today, 70. Awesome number. You know, wishing him the best of health and happiness. He's a real light in the world that has brought a lot of happiness to a lot of people, right? We're talking millions of people. In the kitchen, Pokemon fan. Kitchen and or living room. Jack, I love every interview with Charles. I couldn't pick a favorite. He never fails to put a smile on my face. Mario 64 is definitely the game. Yeah. You both got great opinions right there. Facts, I would say. Jack's fact that every interview that he does is awesome. That you couldn't pick a favorite because he always puts a smile on your face. Yeah. You're looking at 32 years of voicing Mario, of working for Nintendo. Because it's not just Super Mario 64. That's the first Super Mario game. But before then, Charles Martinet did Mario Teaches Typing, and he also did the very first role in 1991 in arcade game Mario Pinball. I actually played that Mario Pinball game I'm referring to a couple of years ago, and it was really cool. Like, wow, this is such a blast from the past, and this location has one, and I got to hear Charles's voice, and it was so cool. And Mario Master, Super Mario 64, I mean, that's the one that most of us probably heard for the first time. Well, certainly, 13 or so million people on Nintendo 64 have heard it, right? Kitchen, living room, answer that one. Love the Legends ZA shorts. Don't get why people hate Legends ZA so much. I don't think people hate Legends ZA so much. It's not even out yet. It's not even a fair assessment. Some people will complain about anything. It's a very self-gratifying world sometimes, and it's a very fast food world sometimes. Instant gratification. You need that fast internet, fast response, fast adoration, fast food, fast approval, fast friend, fast date, fast pass. It's hard to sometimes take it easy and slow. Stop and smell the roses, so to speak. You know what I mean? So, in regards to like people hating on Pokemon, like, dude, the game's not even out yet. Relax. See what it's like when you run around town. Have fun interacting with characters. When you get a sense of the story, the gameplay, the combat, the music, the extra animations, the precision or lack thereof of moves, then go ahead and, call it for what it is. Remember when Lou Albano played Mario back in the day? The anniversary of his passing is soon, you think? Might be. I hope he has a bigger part in the Mario Galaxy movie. I would be very happy if he got to either play as Giuseppe again, which is his iconic voice, or have a part as Mario and Luigi's dad again, for a bit. Just some part, just to continue that legacy. Yes, they have Mr. Afghani recreating Charles's iconic voices as Mario, Luigi, and Co. But it's a little bit more special having Charles himself involved, Well, people do, and the paid DLC they announced ahead of time. I mean, look at this. If Nintendo announced back in April, here is Donkey Kong Bonanza, arriving July 17th. And then on on September 12th, there will be a Donkey Kong Bonanza DLC pack taking you to DK Isle and having some more gems and stuff. Some people psychologically would feel disappointed that so this DLC is basically done and you're not including it in the main game and then you're charging more for it and just releasing it 2 months later without necessarily realizing that the whole game in its entirety is quite a worthwhile $70 package, and all that time took to make this one product ready. This extra part was put in some time into the development and is not quite ready for that July 17th time of being ready to launch with the game, and is a significant amount of effort, perception, more work done, more hours to work on this, that even if you did push the game back to like September 12th as a release date, the extra content in that DK Isle is a bit extra as more work had to be done, and so it's justified the extra $20, in my opinion. I think it's just the same haters trashing Pokemon that always hate on Pokemon. I mean, that's true. There's a vocal minority. Oh, I'm not going to buy the game because it doesn't have all 700 monsters. I'm not going to buy the game because the frame rate sometimes drops below 30. I'm not going to buy the game because it doesn't include, etc., etc. It's like, not that those opinions aren't valid to those people, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not that big of a deal. There's a lot more out there, and the game is going to still have quite a bit, As long as it's not a broken mess, as long as it has quite a bit of substance, it's all good. And they don't represent the majority. Not that the minority should be diminished, but when people think, up, see, everyone is talking how bad it is, that's not truly everyone. It's just a very vocal minority. The people that are happy, they're out there playing. They're not complaining online. It looks like Big N is not like before. They changed a lot lately. And Nintendo is just getting better and better, in my opinion. Like, they are at peak right now. Nintendo is doing things that we've never seen them do, you know? Okay, once back in the day, they made a live action movie. Now, they're making a new live action movie after 2 CG films, after the likelihood of some other CG movies like Donkey Kong, theme parks, partnerships with Lego, partnerships with Levi's, with Cold Stone Creamery here, and Yogurtland there, and Black Milk Clothing here, and Crocs over there, and more, and a solid release of games. Like, this Nintendo is peak Nintendo. You only have to buy one console to play all of their games instead of 2 consoles to play all of their games. It's great. Pokemon fan, don't all companies need to make money, not just Nintendo? Absolutely. Did you get anything signed by Charles when you met him? Yeah, I've had a number of things signed by Charles over the years. Yeah. My jacket, for instance, that I wore in yesterday's short, or today's short, I should say. I just filmed it last night. He signed that. I wish there was more in the Bonanza DLC. I haven't beaten the DLC yet, but I will probably put up something online of like, this is how many hours it took me to beat, so then you could maybe get a sense, folks out there. Okay, was it 10 hours for $20? Was it 10 hours of fun? Is that worth it for you? Etc. I feel the DLC should be free. DK Bonanza DLC looks cool, but you're not finished with the main game. You beat Donkey Kong, it was amazing, worth it. AKA AVS, have heard of him. They have over 1,000 Pokemon. Random guy, and then they buy the game. Yeah, the people that complain, they end up buying it, and then they secretly like it. Like, oh man, I'm mad that I like it. You're mad that you like it. Jeez Louise. Egomaniac. DLC is optional, lol. It's okay not to play it. I haven't beaten DK Bonanza and have no desire to play the DLC. I just won't buy it, lol. Nothing to be upset about. It's DLC. True. If the main game was broken, if the main game was unfinished or bare bones, and the DLC finally made it like, oh, now it's good, now it's viable, and you had to pay for it, then that could be frustrating. But Donkey Kong is like a jam-packed game. Here's why DLC of a certain nature can't be free. You ask someone to make a block wall around your house. Well, let's just say in the backyard, like from here to here. All right, contractors, folks, laborers working. I want a 30-foot block wall from left to right, and I want it 6 feet tall. They make you a good quality 30-foot block wall that's 6 feet tall. You pay them the money. They made it right with rebar, with everything, earthquake proof, all that. A couple of months later, you're like, you know what? I could really go for another 5 feet in length, and I want it a foot taller. And also, can you add some stucco? I don't want it to look like just blocks. All right, that's DLC. They made you the wall. The wall was complete. It worked. It was strong, sturdy, looked like you knew it was going to look satisfactory. But a couple months later, you're going to have the crew, the contractor, the laborers come back and work and add more. That's going to cost more money to make it another 5 feet longer, 1 foot taller, and add some stucco, some coloring. That's DLC. And that's why DLC costs more. Oftentimes it's made after. Sometimes it's made during, but it's not of the same mindset because this is the task, this is making adjacent to, this is known that it will be coming out later. But psychologically, if people know it's being worked on the same time, you'll always have some folks say, why did you announce it so early? On the company's side, it's to get you hyped that there's more to come. But for some people's side, they don't see it like that. They see it as you could have delayed the game by a month or two, and then you could have included it. But then they would fail to realize, it was made adjacent to. It's the perception of work more than what was the original task to deliver a final product. The issue people have is they up the price. For what? If I'm not mistaken, Pokemon Legends ZA is $60 on Nintendo Switch, $70 on Nintendo Switch 2. I bought DK on launch, LOL, and I haven't even played it. One day, my gorilla friend, Nin 128. You're going to enjoy it. When you play it, you're going to enjoy it. What GameCube game should be added to NSO this month? Mario Strikers. Right? Or was Super Mario Strikers already on it? No. I think it's on it today. I forgot. It's already out. Wait, what am I talking about? Why did I think Mario Strikers was coming out today? I don't know. I don't know. Brain fart. Probably Pokemon Legends. No, Pokemon Legends. Pokemon Coliseum, I should say. Or XD. Paul Gale Network of Darkness. Then again, summer vibes. Super Mario Sunshine, possibly. But it might be too much because they're also having Super Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, So I'd probably go with one of the two Pokemon games. For some reasons, I thought Strikers wasn't out yet and that it was coming out today. But evidently, it was out since July 3rd. When Nintendo was always the more affordable choice. Yeah, Nintendo's the most affordable choice. You've got Nintendo Switch, $200. That's cheaper than Xbox Series S, X, PlayStation 5, PS5 Pro. Now we are talking about a Nintendo Switch Lite for $200, or with the tariffs $230. But even Nintendo Switch 2, $450 is less than a $500 PS5 or a $550 Xbox Series X. Now you could get an Xbox Series S for like $370, which is $80 less than a Nintendo Switch 2. But Nintendo Switch 2, you are effectively getting a home console for TV purposes and a portable console on the go. And it is, 4 years newer of a device. More than 4, actually. 4 years and 7 months newer of a device. So its perceived life to come is probably greater. So yeah, Nintendo is more affordable than the competition. Need to go back to differentiated DLC and expansion packs. DLC is free, expansion pack is paid, with expansion packs adding a generous amount of content, but have no faith in the companies doing that. If it's handled like Super Smash Brothers, you got a very big game, a lot of soundtracks, a lot of characters, a lot of stages, and over time you got to buy a character or save a little bit by buying a package of 4 or 5 characters at a time, spread out over years. That was pretty cool. Lily Young, hi peeps. Brian C. When I buy DLC, I do like it to be closer to release. Not a fan of having to get back into a game a year later to play DLC. That could be tough sometimes. Yeah, depending on the game, I suppose. If it's an online multiplayer game with multiplayer as the focus, and you could just once in a while hop into it anyways throughout a generation, like Splatoon or Mario Kart, where you're not feverishly playing it every day for hours straight to beat it, be done with it in 6 weeks. Boom, an adventure mode, adventure game, right? RPG, but it is of that nature, Street Fighter nature. I guess the DLC could come several months later if you are periodically playing it. If it is a more grand game in terms of scope, like a Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy, or something like Metroid Dread, where there's a lot of dexterity and muscle memory at play when you're playing the game. If DLC comes out 6 months later, a year later, one, it could breathe fresh air back into it and make you get back in and excited because your old purchase is now worth more as long as you're willing to spend a little more to make it cooler. But it also could be a little bit jarring of, kind of forgot how to play this as well as I did. And there's a different new adventure game coming out now that I'd rather be focusing my time on than this adventure game. You know what I mean? What time do I normally stream PGN? Lily says, around this time. Usually it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, around 3 p.m. Pacific, which is 5 Central, 6 Eastern. And then Thursdays, it tends to be on the morning side of like 10 a.m. Pacific, which is 12 Central, 1 Eastern. And that's because I like to go over the Famitsu sales from Japan. Although lately I've had some bonus streams, like yesterday and Monday I had a bonus stream at like, I think 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning on the West Coast. Strikers was on NSO for a bit. Yeah, random guy. Pokemon fan thinking Coliseum or Paul Gale of Darkness. Yeah. Jack, I think they'll add Luigi's Mansion to NSO closer to Halloween. I can see that. Can't they put Twilight Princess on NSO already? You know, they could end up putting the GameCube version of Twilight Princess on Nintendo Switch Online, and that could be cool. But I could see them spending a little bit more time and remastering Twilight Princess Wii U version, but give it a big graphical overhaul, add some more to it. More time has passed between the Wii U game and now than the GameCube Wii originals and that Wii U HD port. For treats for the puppers and get over 0 from Steak. Thank you, Steak. That helps us out. You're the first person up on here. Steak 1020. 1024. I appreciate it. I will give Peach a treat on your behalf. Thank you, Steak. I was just laughing because she's gonna be happy. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. 2 looks better than 0, right? Oh. Strikers came out on July 3rd before my birthday. Not Pokemon Gale or Coliseum. I am so salty. Why are you salty? They'll come. Pokemon Gale of Darkness and Coliseum will come. Don't forget, we've got a whole generation. We've got 8 years of gaming. I'm not saying that they're going to take 8 years, but if it takes 4 months, that's a relatively small amount of time in the grand scheme of 8 years, right? To have something come out. It'll come. I think they will add Luigi's Mansion of Sunshine. Oh, what I was saying right before Steak 1024 donated was I would love to see Twilight Princess get that E3 2011 tech demo look, That would be amazing. That would be a very worthwhile purchase if they just upped that game with that paint style, maybe gave a little new quality of life improvements to some controls, add a little bit something new to the game, some more mobility with Link, a little bit of improved frames of animation and stuff like that with enemies. So more than just a coat of paint, but not a full grand remake, but a significant coat of paint and some tweaks to the core game. I've waited long enough for Pokemon. I mean, the Nintendo Switch 2 is barely 3 months old. That's not that bad. In my opinion, they're doing a fantastic job keeping us entertained. I'm entertained. I'm not bored with the system. There's a lot to play. You got Strikers. Oh, well, to Stake 1024. It's not Peach, but Mario came to say hi. Mario, you want to say hi? Mario, did I tell you all? I think I told you all. It was Mario's 5th birthday 2 days ago. Mario, you are a big boy who is now 5 years old. Look at this guy. He's massive. He's just a massive cat. I think I did this on stream before. I know I did this on stream before. He's just a Super Mario, just floating through the galaxy, you know? This is the good boy. Peach is outside right now. I think Mario came to look out the window. Peach, Mario, you can still look. You can still look at Peach. That's different, but Elden Ring DLC was a pass for me. Not relearning Elden Ring. See, Brian C. Like, that's a good point. Pokemon fan, kart racing, Party 3D, 2D, Mario Galaxy 2 for Mario Master, Pokemon fan, cool. Thank you, Paul. You're welcome, Lily. But Odyssey is close. Yeah, with like the Luigi balloon stuff. You love Mario Party. That's good. Pokemon fan, you hear Peach. Yeah, she's outside. Mina the Hollow releases on Halloween. Nice. Would have been an amazing birthday gift. What do you think will be the next Rockstar game added to Switch 2? How about this one right here? Hey, baby. You selling?
You know it.
How much?
Same as last time,
All right. 1, 2. You know what? Keep the change. I'll be back later for the rest.
sounds good to me. Here you go.
Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you. Alright, so check it out. Today in gaming history, September 17, 2013, Grand Theft Auto 5 launched for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 in North America.
You coming?
I hope to. To answer the question, what will be the next Rockstar game added to Switch 2? Jack F123 says. I think they do Grand Theft Auto 5. I think they do GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Wishful thinking says a GTA 4 and 5 pack? Oof, that would sell. But I think they finally do 5. 5 could have ran on Nintendo Switch. 5 is an Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 game. Nintendo Switch is far more powerful than those systems. 5 could have ran on Switch. But maybe they'll skip it and finally put 5 on Nintendo Switch 2. And that would be pretty cool. And Red Dead Redemption 2. I like to see both. Yes, Cat Mario. And thank you for the happy birthday for Cat Mario. I think people were salty also about Virtual Boy being announced. How could anybody be mad about something being announced? If it's not for you, you don't buy it. Why would you be mad? If you're not a Zelda fan and Nintendo announces a new Zelda game, why on earth would you be mad that it exists? Don't play it. Give him treats, so cute. How does Mario turn into Super Mario? By that. By Daddy picking him up and making him fly. Now he's chilling there being a good boy. Or when I put a cape on him. Sometimes we put a little cape around his neck and he looks all majestic and stuff like that. Yeah. Actually, oh, well, you'll see. For the subscribers, um, I'm thinking of adding a new emoji, and that new emoji is going to be a Mario emoji and a Peach emoji. Spoiler. GTA Paul DLC, that's right, they should. Random guy, best short of all time. Lily Young, I love it. Egomaniac87, this was great. Love seeing the passion in your work. Thank you all so much. It was a lot of fun to do. Mario Master, my first one was San Andreas. I like San Andreas. Lily Young, thank you, PGN's wife, for that idea. Oh, we had fun doing it. GTA 5 should come, yeah. GTA 4 doesn't get enough love, in my opinion. Yeah, Stake 10 to 24. GTA 4 is a really good game. It was a big jump up over San Andreas. It should come out. I love the Virtual Boy accessory. Heck yeah, random guy. I want to buy day one. I will be. Nintendo's All-Stars. Hi, everyone. Yeah, we played this just a moment ago, Nintendo's All-Stars, for the 5th anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 5. Or 5th anniversary. 12th anniversary, I mean. Oops. Wrong song playing. That's weird. Today, September 17th. 30 days until the release of Pokemon Legends ZA. Go Nidorina! Nito! So with the daily Pokemon shorts, we've got that one right there. Today in gaming history, September 17th, 1955, Charles Martinet, the voice actor of Mario for over 30 years, was born. Charles, here's wishing you a very happy birthday. You're number one! Woohoo! Today, the absolute best. One of the most kind, cool people I know in this world. One of the absolute best. Charles Martinet's birthday. Yeah, he is really a special, one-of-a-kind person. So, today, it was a very easy decision for me to make a short dedicated to him, gaming history related. I had my Pokemon one, because we're doing that countdown to Legends ZA, and the Grand Theft Auto one, because that was a fun extra skit. And hard to not give acknowledgement to a game that has sold over 215 million copies worldwide, right? San Mixo. Yo, I make stream graphics, overlays, intros, emotes, VTuber things, etc. And I'm taking commissions at the moment. HMU, if you ever want some cool custom stuff. Thank you, Sam Mixo. Probably your stuff, which you could do, would look a little bit more professional than this stuff over here in my Microsoft Paint, Microsoft Word setup, so I might take you up on that. Did NP finally get out a video today? He put up at least 2 of my shorts, I know that. Tater Salad, howdy y'all. Howdy Tater Salad. Welcome. Mario Master, GTA 6, gonna be the game of the year if there is no 3D open Mario World game. Ooh. For 2026. Grand Theft Auto 6. But we could indeed get Super Mario Galaxy 3, the game, that November. That would be big. And then you would have that face-off that you're talking about. A big 3D Mario versus GTA. But who knows what other surprise could there be, right? Could there be a Zelda? Maybe. A Star Fox? Who knows? Fire Emblem? That's going to be big. Yeah, time will tell. Wolverine might be 2026. That would be quite a substantial release. He put up 3 of your shorts. Nice, Lily Young. Alright, everybody. I know I said it was a short stream. I thought probably 32 minutes, but definitely not our normal Nintendo 64-minute length. I guess we made it to 44 minutes, so that's a good 12 minutes longer than I was anticipating. But hopefully, for as short as it was, still had a good time talking. 23 of you in the chat right now. Let's see, how many likes do we have in here? Because I saw that go up as well. The likes, I think, exceeded it. No, close. Likes hit 20. Well, we have 24 people watching. The poll went 61% to the GTA 5 short, 13 to Charles Martinet, nobody on Pokemon Legends ZA, and 26 people, or 26% I should say, of the votes haven't seen it yet. Well, it was still fun. I'll talk to you more. Tomorrow morning on that stream, we're going to be going over the video game sales that are coming out of Japan, close to when they drop. So, see y'all later. Take it easy. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Snake1024, one more time for the $2 super chat. I appreciate it. You got us on the board. Right on. And yeah, I'll catch you all next time when we have a little bit of a longer stream, some more time to talk. And maybe some new news, right? News is dropping daily, so we usually get something cool to talk about.